Once upon a time in a village lived a kind-hearted merchant named Rahim. He dearly loved his two animals, a magnificent horse and a hard-working camel. He would travel on the horse and load his goods on the camel to take to the market. One day, while passing through the forest, Rahim saw an injured deer whose leg was caught in a hunter's trap. Rahim carefully freed the deer and bandaged its wound. The deer, which was actually a magical creature, spoke in a human voice. "Oh, kind man, you have saved my life. I grant you the power to understand the language of animals. But remember, if you ever reveal this secret to anyone, you will die instantly. After saying this, the deer disappeared into the forest. Rahim didn't pay much attention to this and went home. That night, he overheard his horse and camel talking. The camel was complaining to the horse. "Brother, I am tired of carrying heavy loads every day. The master doesn't care about me at all." The horse replied arrogantly, "You are foolish. Tomorrow, when the master comes, start limping and groaning in pain. He will think you are sick and you will get a few days off." Standing nearby, Rahim smiled upon hearing their conversation. The next morning, when Rahim came to the stable, the camel did exactly as the horse had instructed. Rahim said with a smile, "It seems you are sick. No problem, the horse will do your work today." With that, he loaded all the goods onto the horse. By evening, the horse was in a terrible state. It had severe pain in its back and could barely walk. When it returned, the camel said sympathetically, "Thank you, friend. You suffered a lot today because of me." The horse replied angrily, "Be quiet. I heard the master talking to the butcher today. He was saying that if the camel doesn't get well by tomorrow, he will have it slaughtered and sell its meat, because there is no point in keeping a sick animal." Hearing this, the camel began to tremble with fear and immediately got up to eat fodder to look healthy. Rahim, who was secretly watching and listening to all this, couldn't control his laughter and began to laugh out loud. When his wife saw him laughing for no reason, she was surprised and asked, "Why are you laughing?" Rahim replied, "Nothing, I just remembered something." But his wife insisted, "No, it must be something important. You are laughing at me. You have to tell me." Rahim tried hard to explain that if he told the secret, he would die. But his wife wouldn't listen and said, "If you die, then die." "But tell me the reason." Fed up with his wife's insistence, Rahim decided to accept death. He went to see his animals one last time. There he heard his parrot saying to the house cat, "How foolish our master is. He can't handle one wife. I control my 10 female parrots. If they were so stubborn, I would straighten them out by pecking them with my beak." Hearing this, Rahim's eyes were opened. He went straight to his wife, took her into a room, and closed the door. He scolded her, saying, "I was about to die because of your foolishness. From now on, if you ever make such a foolish demand, no one will be worse than me." Seeing this sigh of her husband for the first time, the wife got scared and immediately apologized. In this way, Rahim not only saved his own life, but also learned that not every secret is meant to be told. And sometimes, firmness is necessary to run a household.